I was just sitting here trying to even figure out like how I was going to start this video, because like it's one of those days where the day's been long, you know what I'm saying? And then what I realize every time that I'm waiting to start, I'm realizing, dude, stop waiting. So I probably waited, I don't know, 30 seconds or something, 45 seconds. It's like, all of a sudden you start thinking too much. You're like, how am I gonna start? What am I gonna do? And it's like, just shut up and go. Just do it. It doesn't matter. Like, the first 20 seconds shouldn't be that big of a deal, hopefully. Yeah, you guys doing good? I think you're doing good. Thanks for all your comments and support on previous videos. Always surprises me that like people care and have a good time here. It's like nuts. I mean, I want everyone to have a good time, but you know, when I make these, it's just like I'm in this little isolation tank, usually with a cat who's not here. So anyways, there's been a lot of requests, you know, but Yiruma? It's like Japanese to me. Anyways, Yiruma, River Flows in You, guitar cover by Alip. I did not, how about this useless guitar intro? Something 9 Inch Nails did way back in the day. Take a diminished chord, just like 3, 4, 5, and you just move it around. Sounds kind of cool. 3-note diminished chord, root, diminished 5th, octave up. So like if it's in the G chord, G, D flat, G, and you just slide it. And it's just kind of fun. There you go. I don't even know. Hopefully I get my energy back in a second. I think I will as soon as he starts playing. Although this, I feel like someone told me about, I've definitely not heard Alip play this song, but I feel like 5 years ago or something, maybe someone told me about this song, but I don't really remember anything. Now he got the cigarette in there, and the capo. Mine's pink. Y'all know the deal. Pink because when you steal it, I know you stole my capo. And it's easier to see when it's dark. People be stealing capos. Anyways, let's go. The reason why I'm smiling is because he just did that, the little harmonics with the index finger and thumb. I think he just did them because he likes the song that much, which makes me smile. When people choose to go a little further than they have to, I think he could have just plucked those notes and it would have been cool, but he made it cooler, which was, I like it when people go the extra mile. Alright, let's talk about that a little bit. That's pretty dope. I don't know which guitar to use. I think I'll use a steel string. Can I reach it? Come here, steel string guitar. My charging cable's like wrapped around the stand. So he's got the capo on. I don't think I want to use it. Am I tuned up? Okay. Yeah. So he's doing a lot of slurs and slides. Slurs are fancy words for hammer-ons and pull-offs. Slurs are what they're called on all of the instruments. Hammer-on and pull-offs are like what they're called on ukulele and bass and guitar and stuff. Okay, so anyways. So let's say this is a harmony, because it is, G to B, and this is a harmony. So you can hammer on and pull off. And then you can hammer on with your third and fourth to there. Or you could do it this way. Change the harmony a little bit. And that's not a third, that's a fifth. Then you slide those around too. So what he's doing is really taking just like a single note melody and harmonizing it and making it click a little bit. In fact, I want to watch it again. Let's back up. Everything's still working? Cool. Right there. In fact, that motion he's doing is exactly what I was just doing. Here, I'll put the capo on. I don't know if how close we are tuned up to each other. So just going from the open string to hammering on with 2 fingers and pulling off with 2 fingers. And then the next note. And back to the harmony. So it's weird because I feel like I repeat myself a lot, but I guess I'm supposed to. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird sometimes being a human. Wait, why am I grabbing this guitar? So of course we've got this action where you do you add 12 to whatever note you want to make a harmonic of. So an open string, an open string is a string that you're not squeezing. An open string is 0, so you add 12 to it. That's 12, that's right here. So then you put your little finger and you do your thumb thing. And that's how you get those notes. But he's got a capo on. So now you have to count from the capo. So the capo is fret 2. You add 12 to 2, gives you 14, and now you play here. So whenever you see him on fret 14 with his index finger, he's always doing an open string. And that's how you can kind of figure out the melody of how things are working. So he might go 14, whoa. Threw me off for a second. I don't really do harmonics with a capo. They're not any harder. They're not any more difficult. You just have to psychologically, you got to keep track that your capo has moved all your numbers by 2. Really is pretty. Okay, so here's something else we can talk about. I'm struggling a little bit to find, because he's just playing really good music. but he's not set and fired anything. Usually I tell you guys about like the crazy stuff he does. So let's talk about finger angle on your picking hand. I don't know if we really talked about that very much. It turns out you can control a ton of stuff on your guitar just by the way you move the string with your right hand, with your picking hand. So, for example, I'm not going to hold anything down, right? Hopefully this comes through this mic. So, this sound, right? Versus this sound. And the difference is how I'm moving the string. So if I want a soft, sweet sound, I move my finger. So if the guitar is this way, I move my finger this way. If I want a bright sound, I move my hand this way. My fingers. Bright, soft. So you can play the same phrase twice, and you can have like a little counter melody, a contrasting mood. So like. Whoops. Anyways. Oh, I didn't tie it all together. If you look at his right hand is always pulling diagonally against the strings because it's really hard to get a beautiful sound on a steel string guitar. And so he's always playing in this diagonal position with his right hand. And what's the alternative? This. So he doesn't play this way. I'll hold the guitar again so you can see. He doesn't play this way. He plays this way. Does that make sense? Watch his finger motion. His fingers move diagonally against the guitar instead of perpendicular. Awesome ending too. What a really just beautiful song. I can talk about his slowing down as dude, I can't even like speak. My brain is so fried. Ralliantando. Anyways, okay, so let's talk about him slowing down at the end of the piece. I've really been talking for 15 minutes. Sorry if I'm like boring. Okay, so let's take a really simple song like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. How's Twinkle Twinkle? So let's say you want to end the song. A lot of times performers, let's see if I can fake it. A lot of times performers, what they do is they slow down abruptly. They do almost like the equivalent of slamming the brakes on your car. So let's pretend this is the end of Twinkle Twinkle Star. I can't even do it like they do it. I'm trying to do it. Hold on. Even that's not as bad as they do. I can't even do it the way they do it. But anyways, the idea is you want to make the slowdown seem normal. So what you do is you pick a few notes before the ending. Maybe, I don't know, there's no perfect amount, 6 notes, 8 notes, 9 notes, whatever, and you gradually slow the whole piece down, and you come to a stop. You gently lay them down. Anyways, he did a really good job of that on the ending. The whole thing, when you play a song, really the entire thing is a movie, right? From the moment you walk on stage or you turn the camera on, that's the curtain coming up. The movie's already started before you even begin playing. And so you need to be aware of that. You set the tone by how you sit down, right? Like if I'm going to open with a sad piece, I'm not going to sit down and joke with the audience. Because it'd be weird to joke with them and then play something sad. Although I normally wouldn't open with a sad piece anyways. But you want to set the tone. You actually like set the tone in your head. And you represent it with your physicality. Then you play. And the song continues after you finish playing. So for example, let's take this same Twinkle Twinkle example. Watch how weird this sounds. Can I make this sit here? Watch how weird it is to do this. Hold on. That was fun. See, that's weird for me to react that way after the piece stops. So you give it a second to sit there. Right? That time after the last note counts. Okay, I've talked too much. I've talked too much. I don't know, something's going on with my brain. It's a pleasure to be with y'all. On days where like I feel like I'm on fire and other days where I feel like I'm a little slow, it's always a pleasure to spend time with you and just to get to talk about music and listen to beautiful stuff. It's just great. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you super soon, I think. I'm trying to release another video pretty quick for you because like it's Friday and we're not partying, we're just making videos. Okay, bye.